sir, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. We're back at it with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention the last couple of weeks. We've been trying to mix in some Forza Motorsport 6. Clearly not quite as popular as the Forza Horizon 3 build videos, man. So we're going to keep it moving with Horizon 3 until Motorsport 7 comes out. Or something better, man. But as always, we do have a request coming from a number of different people on the channel, man. So I'm going to run through the list of names right now. Brandon Lover Williams, Brad DeNoll, Blue 2 Vlogs, Jeremiah For Real, Minecraft Player 12380, Games James, and Yad Gakal all want to see a Dodge Charger Hellcat build, man. Now, obviously, with the popularity coming out with the Dodge Demon, you know, these Dodge cars really picking up in values. Now, I have to say, Dodge doing absolutely great things these days with their cars. Now, the Superchargers, the Hellcats, the Demons, we'll say, you know, some other names, but not nearly as popular as the Dodge Demon, specifically the Challenger. For some reason, the Challenger seems to be the namesake that's really popular nowadays. Now, I don't know why they haven't done a Charger Demon build, but I wouldn't mind trying to do something like that today. Now, obviously, before we can do that, we have to buy this bad boy up, man. So I'm thinking we're just going to buy up like a manufacturer, basic silver. I don't want it to be something that I'm going to fall in love with, that's for sure. So I think silver is going to be a good color. And now that we got the purchasing aspect all taken care of, man, the only thing left to do is hit that upgrade section. So obviously, we're going to do some custom upgrades. Now, I was hoping to see some sort of a wide body kit on here. Doesn't look like we're going to get that option. We're not going to mess around. Actually, would you look at that? The stock Hellcat motor, better than a 8.4 liter V10, and pretty much just as close performance points wise as a 6.5 2 liter V8. So that's pretty impressive. As far as the aero goes, I don't think anything here is really going to appeal to us. No, I think we're going to leave all that stock SRT gear on there. Now, really, if you guys know the Hellcats, the crazy thing about it, man, not much separates them from a regular SRT other than the badge and obviously the underpinnings. But if you were to see both of the cars side by side and that Hellcat badge was missing, it would definitely, you know, you'd be hard pressed to know exactly what it is, which is really what I feel like makes it a pretty big sleeper, man. If you were to purchase one of these cars, you know, even remove the SRT badging as well as the Hellcat logo, you could definitely get out there and surprise some people. Now, obviously, once you won a couple races, I'm sure people would catch on, but until they did, man, they would be definitely surprised. Now, I decided to go with these gold 5 spokes. Now, obviously, I'm probably going to change the wheel color. Actually, I kind of do like it, but we'll see what color we end up with in the end. Now, as far as the transmission goes, I'm going to upgrade the whole driveline just because I feel like that's one thing that this car could definitely benefit from. It's already, I'm sure, super fast, so the fact that we're making it more powerful, I feel like the driveline is somewhere that we're definitely going to have to make up a little bit of, you know, a little bit of performance, shall we say, a little more performance oriented. Your boy Don Squally's looking for big words, but to be honest, I don't really have them right now. So right off of the bat, obviously, we need to boost that power. The Demon being quite a bit more powerful than the stock Hellcat. Now, what I'm thinking is we're going to go ahead, upgrade that supercharger, intercooler. We're going to go ahead, take care of the oil and cooling, flywheel, and let's do some fuel system as well as the ignition. Now, I'm pretty confident this thing is going to be quite a bit faster than a stock Hellcat. So let's go ahead and install that setup for 54,000 credits. And now that we got all that taken care of, it's time to hit the tuning. Now, one thing that I'm looking at that this thing needs more of is low. Now, I don't think we're going to get this thing quite as low as I would like. However, we're going to lower it as much as we can. Differential, we're going to put that differential all the way to high. Now, I don't know, is this open or closed diff? I'm not really sure, man. I've never really read that little paragraph to the side. I probably should do that, man. But now that we got all of that taken care of, the only thing left to do is hit that paint booth, man. Now, I wouldn't mind checking out a couple of different red options. Even that orange doesn't look entirely terrible. Oh yeah, something like that. Oh, that orange. Now that is flashy, man. Now I'm not sure what the demon comes in. I'm pretty sure the demon only comes in red. I've only seen it in red so far. So what I'm thinking we're probably going to do is put on a nice bright red on this thing, as well as throw on some nice dark tint. And the wheels, I don't even mind that color, man. If you guys have been paying attention to my other channel, link for that will be down in the description. You will know that I'm actually a pretty big fan of the gold wheels, man. Used to have them on my G35. So I think they're going to be a pretty good fit on this car right here. So now that that's all taken care of, the only thing left to do is take this thing out on the road and see how she performs. Now, I really like those wheels in the shadow, man. You can barely even tell that they're gold. Just a nice bronze color, to be honest. Very low-key. Definitely suits that car. Actually, the original wheels for the Hellcat were a little bit darker, so these are, you know, not too, I mean, they're obviously a different style, but not too far from the original color. Now this thing right off the bat, I'm expecting to be super heavy, which it is. It does have a little bit of weight to it, but that power band is something to definitely be appreciative of. Now, as you can see, man, this Challenger, paddle shifters, man, that's the one thing that kind of bums me out. Now, I'm not too sure. I know the Challengers come with a standard option, the Hellcats anyways. Now, I'm not too sure if the Demon has an option for a manual transmission. They would really be putting off a lot of buyers if they only offered paddle shifting. Now, I know, you know, with the way that transmissions are going these days, you can get a lot more quicker shifts out of an automatic as opposed to a standard transmission. But I mean, come on, I'm sure we can all agree, you know, a manual transmission is just way more fun. Mind you, a lot more room for error, you know, that's why I think a lot of people are reluctant to drive manuals at first, because, you know, if you're not too good at it, or it takes you a while to get used to it, you know, you're not going to be having a very fun time. Now me, I had the luxury of learning well before I bought my own first manual car, which is actually my G35, to be honest. I never owned a manual car before that. I've driven a few different cars, Mazda MX-3, I think Presidia is what I learned on. You know, I had the opportunity to drive a Cavalier and BRZ, the Subaru, SIs and stuff like that. So, I mean, I knew it was fun, you know what I mean? I gotta say, the turning point for me is when I had my Altima and I drove my buddy's Scion. Actually, it wasn't a BRZ, it was an FRX, my mistake. But it had the unequal length headers, that nice Subaru Burble, and I gotta say, man, I was absolutely hooked. And ever since then, I have my G35 right now. Wouldn't mind a daily driver. I gotta say, if I'm gonna get a daily driver, even though I'm probably gonna be stuck in traffic occasionally, I am going to get a manual transmission car. Now the reason being is, for me, like, I always want to be like on point when I'm driving. So for me to always be driving a manual transmission, especially to and from work, I feel like that would give me, you know, I'd be more in tune with each car when I got into them, and not be lazy, which you can get pretty easily when you're driving an automatic, man. So I actually, you know, just bought a minivan for hauling some stuff around the new place. However, like I say, if I ever did decide to get another daily driver, it would I'm thinking, you know, another manual car for sure, man. I'm not afraid of the traffic and stuff like that. I think it's fun driving manuals, man, and that's maybe the novelty for me just hasn't worn off yet. You know what I mean? But I am thinking we are probably going to put an end to this one. So as always, if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet, definitely do so. And also let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments section as far as requests and builds go, man. Let's try to keep this little train we got going. And that's about it, man. So as always, I'm your boy Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. Oh no.